Witherell coming to you live from downtown Boston at First Literacy. We're right across from the Boston Common. You probably can't see it very well this time of night, but it's, as you know, very cold here in Boston tonight. We're thrilled to have you here with us. My son Luke is giggling and he's holding the camera.
It's just very adorable, Mom.
Hey Luke, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
So many people haven't seen our office. Many people haven't heard of First Literacy, but many people haven't seen our office. In fact, most of our staff hasn't been here for the past year. We've all been working remotely. I'm lucky enough to come in here. So we thought we would host from here and tell you about our word of the week that is starting tomorrow. And it's going to be every Wednesday in March, leading up to our big April 8th spelling bee. I've never done this before, so it's kind of weird to do this. Anyway.
You just talk. I mean, I'm just holding the thing.
Glad you're joining us tonight. We wanted to make sure we told you a little bit about our spelling bee and about First Literacy, so we'll be with you for a little while. So we've been having the spelling bee for 30 years now. This year will be the first time it is virtual, so we're excited about the possibilities for that. But we have a long tradition here at First Literacy in Boston of having this spelling bee, and we have great corporate sponsors. Every year, someone gets to have the honor of taking home the First Literacy Trophy. And this trophy has winners back to 2000, when Houghton Mifflin won. Of course, a spelling company like Houghton Mifflin would win. We have a lot of esteemed winners, like the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, the Boston Herald. There's a bunch of times where we have repeat winners. Grub Street won, IBM was a frequent winner. Houghton Mifflin is in there a lot, and Eaton Vance started taking over after 2011 and had a number of wins. So they must have had a ringer team in 2013, 18, 19, so a lot of years. And so we are looking forward to seeing who's going to get their name put on this year's, for the trophy for this year. If you have never gone to our spelling bee, which a lot of people have not had the opportunity to do so, at the bee, everyone has 2 flags and on their table, and as they misspell a word, they take down a flag, and when both their flags are down, they are out. So this year we'll be doing things a little bit differently because all our teams will have been pre-recorded, but you won't know until the night of who has won. So we hope that you're going to tune in on April 8th at 6 p.m. to find out who gets to have their name on the trophy for this year. We also have this adorable bee over here that many people want one of. He's squishable. So this is our corner at the front of our office, and I'll give you a tour of the rest of the office in a little while, but wanted to tell you again about our word of the week that starts tomorrow for those of you who just joined in to this exciting comment. Hopefully we have somebody watching other than my mom. Hi, Mom. And so here we are, and the word of the week is going to be each week a featured guest who is going to give you the word and use it in a sentence, and then you have a chance to pick some choices online to see how you do for your own spelling. And I'm actually in a couple minutes going to give you a sample and see if you can try to spell it in the comments. Julie is at home. Julie is new to our team. Hi, Julie. She's watching, and Julie had the great idea of doing Facebook Live and the great idea of suggesting I do it, but she also came up with the word of the week, so we're excited about that as well. But Julie is looking to see if people are on and if you have any comments, so please, if you're with us, say hello, and we love to have you. So let's go over here, and I am going to see who's on, but also give you a word to try to spell. Luke's following me.
Hello.
We have first, let's see if I can find it in here. There we go. I want to see the live. Oh, there I am. Our first word that we're going to try, and you all can try to do it in the comments, is cachinnate. And cachinnate is to laugh hard, loudly, or convulsively, to guffaw. Cachinnate, the humor-starved associates couldn't help but cachinnate at the spelling bee MC's wit. Cachinnate. Okay, now in your comments, you can try to spell caconate. I think that autocorrect will not add that in. So let's see if anyone has tried to guess how to spell caconate. I don't see any, but our actually
Got one.
Wi-Fi isn't that great.
We just got a couple more people. You might want to repeat the word.
Okay, great. Well, welcome to those who just joined us. We're giving a sample of how we might be doing the word of the week. The word that I'm using tonight is caconate. So this doesn't count officially. Tomorrow is the official start of the word of the week. But try to spell caconate, and I don't think autocorrect will fix it for you as you type it in. Caconate means to laugh hard, loudly, or convulsively, to guffaw. And here it is in a sentence. The humor-starved associates couldn't help but caconate at the spelling bee MC's wit. Caconate. How do you spell caconate? Hopefully some people are guessing. And after we talk a little bit more about first literacy, I will tell you the correct spelling of caconate. So stay live. It looks like I'm having trouble playing the video here, so I'm not able to see you all, but Julie's saying hello to you all. So how about I tell you a little bit more about first literacy, and as I do, we can take a walk because it's boring to watch me just sit here. So again, these are First Literacy's offices, and First Literacy has been around for 30 years. It started out as the Boston Adult Literacy Fund, and its mission is to help Bostonians and those who are new to Boston, maybe perhaps even new to the United States, who are learning English, to help with their literacy skills. Luke's laughing because he's reading some comments, I think.
I'm just reading everyone spelling caconate. It's fun. It's great.
We give scholarships to those who have completed their high school equivalency and want to go on to community college. And we have back here professional development workshops for teachers who are teaching those who are in adult basic education, or volunteers who are working with those learning English. So of course, by teaching the teachers, we are reaching so many more students that way. And we also have lab grants every year for those who have a creative idea of something they want to try with their students. We offer small grants for that. So go to firstliteracy.org if you want any information on any of that. So come this way and I will show you some of our former scholars. They're here on the walls. We have students from all over the globe. We have here just highlighted a few. We have Brazil, we have Sierra Leone, we have Russia, we have Morocco, we have Haiti, and more scholars are featured on the walls back here. This is where workshop attendees, when we've had our workshops in person, sign in and check in, and this is where it all happens. Back here is our workshop room. We hope to be able to, in 2021, welcome people back to our workshops in person. But for now, Brian and the rest of our staff are doing the program workshops online, and we've had some great success with them being virtual. More scholars remind us of the importance of our work here. We also have an exhibit over here, an example of one of our past classes. People were learning English by learning to write songs. And it was a great way, certainly through music, to be able to learn another language. So this is where the workshops happen, and the support that we get from the Bee goes to the scholarships. It goes to these wonderful workshops for teachers and volunteers who wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to get any training. Certainly volunteers would not, and many teachers in different programs, they don't have a professional development budget. So, and again, we can't wait for our staff. We can't wait for our staff to be able to come back and work from here, and we can get our team back together. But we've been forming a great team virtually in the meantime. So, and again, just for those of you who just signed on, a reminder that our Bee is virtual this year. So in past years, we haven't been able to have as many people over at the State Street channel. Thank you, State Street, for hosting us over there. But this year, a lot more people can watch the excitement that night. And it's funny how competitive some of the teams get. There are always 3 people on a team, and so that's less pressure than when you're, talking by yourself. And you'll be able, and they get to communicate with each other, and they have 30 seconds to try to guess how to spell the word. And, then they get eliminated, and we have one winner. So, and the words are really hard. Like, for those of you who just joined us, caconate. So, let's go back up here, and I will tell you how to spell caconate. And then perhaps before we're done, I will give you one more as an example of spelling for our word of the week, which starts tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Luke was watching. Luke, you want to have a seat? We'll see if anybody spelled it correctly. And of course, you put it in print, so it may be that others can see as well that you spelled it correctly. The word caconate is spelled C-A-C-H-I-N-N-A-T-E. That's caconate. So, Luke, did
say
you
that
see
again?
anybody? Caconate.
I want to see.
C-A-C-H-I-N-N-A-T-E. Caconate. Did anybody spell it correctly?
No, no one. It's a hard word.
All right,
These
we're
are hard
gonna have
words.
another word in a minute to round out our evening. I need to make sure that I give a shout out to all of our wonderful corporate sponsors. We, for 30 years, different corporations in Boston have been sponsoring First Literacy. And of course, it's to have fun at the V, but also we know that the real important work is helping those who are trying to improve their own lives and the lives of others. And so they give very generous, I can tell I've been talking for 10 minutes. They give very generously to First Literacy. So we have a big shout out and thank you to our sponsors BNY Mellon, Eaton Vance. Franklin Templeton is new this year. They are in California, so now we have gone national. We're not just Massachusetts. And Citi has been a loyal supporter for many years. We also want to thank AST and Brookline Bank, Cambridge Associates, John Hancock, KPMG, Newmark Group Incorporated, Signature Consultants. And then we have more thank yous. American Moving and Installation, the Chiafaro Company, Deloitte, Gibson Sotheby's, Jeffrey Beal, of course, our board chair, who will be spelling our first word tomorrow for you. So tune in to see Jeff. We'd like to thank Kieran Morrissey and K&L Gates, MFS, PwC, State Street, UBS, Visnick and Caulfield. And we know that by the time the B happens on April 8th, we will have even more sponsors to thank. So make sure you come back that evening to see who else has sponsored us. Okay, we are going to try one more word. And remember, the word of the week starts tomorrow on Facebook, and you'll have a chance to choose between 3 choices, so you don't have to completely guess it on your own. But our other word tonight we're going to try, and I don't think autocorrect will do this one either, is galligaskins. Galligaskins, loose hose or breeches worn in the 16th and 17th centuries. Here's a sentence where you can use galligaskins. Sir, he secured my spare doublet and had a pluck at my galligaskins. I was enforced to beat a retreat before I was altogether unrigged. Galligaskins.
It's just a really funny word. I'm sorry.
Okay, everyone, try to spell galligaskins, and we'll give you about 30 seconds to try to spell galligaskins. Meanwhile, again, we've been smiling and laughing and having fun, but we want to remind you the importance of our work and supporting those in not just Boston, but all of Massachusetts who need help with trying to learn more. Many people will say, well, there's plenty of resources or opportunities for those who want to get basic literacy or learn English, and really only 10% of those who would like to are able to get the resources or programs that they need. So there's a lot more that we can be doing at First Literacy, and a lot more people who need our support. And maybe some of our scholars have tuned in tonight. If so, hey, how you doing? And any of our board members who have, thanks for tuning in. Luke, has anybody tried to spell galligaskins?
Yeah, we got a bunch of people.
Good. All right. Well, let's tell you how you spell galligaskins to round this out for tonight. Galligaskins, which of course everybody knows is loose hose or breeches worn in the 16th and 17th century.
Naturally.
Galligaskins is spelled Galligaskins. Galligaskins. So hopefully we got some correct spellers there for that one too. So again, tune in tomorrow for the start of our Word of the Week every Wednesday in March. Luckily, we have 5 Wednesdays in March, so we have 5 opportunities to play that with you. And please come back to our website to get a ticket to join us on April 8th. We have, of course, our teams who will be participating, but you can actually try to play from home that night. I did not mention that. We have an app, so you'll be able to play along with us that night, which should be fun as you try to see these teams, and you can really respect more the difficulty after having to try to spell something like caconate or perhaps Galligaskins. So for all of us from First Literacy, hope you have a great night, stay warm, and tune in for our Word of the Week tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.